Good morning, and thank you for tuning in. So in a previous video, I spoke about the Nutcracker Tags Kit that is available through StampinUp right now. And I did make the tags, and now I'm going to show you some alternates and make some cards. So what I did, I got some coordinating cardstock, and I put these together. Okay, so the colors I'll be working with today for the cardstock, for the card base, is Poppy Parade, Granny Apple, and Garden Green. So I'm just basing those off of the colors that are in the design. This one I probably could have used, there is a color, I just didn't have it, Shy Shamrock. You could also use basic black if you wanted to. I think that would look pretty cool. Maybe I'll make some with those. So let's get started. So what you'll need is your die cuts from the kit. I have punched some of them out and some of them I haven't. So you're going to have to get this out of the way. I started punching them out and then I just stopped punching them out. So let's see. Oh, I got a lot to do. Okay, so let's piece together one by one our little nutcracker guys. And we'll just put them in the card that we're going to be working on. And then when we get to it, we'll put it together that way. That's how I work when I'm working on multiples. So we have our little banner that goes on. We have, I'm going to go by what this guy is dressed as. And then we have this little nutcracker. The nice thing about these card kits are everything is die cut. You just pop it out like a little paper doll and you put them together. So that guy goes with that. His outfit needs the hat and the combo beard and mustache. While we have this guy out, let's get him. He's got a red hat and a beard and mustache. And then he's got this color to work with. We'll get to him in a minute. And then we need the holly. Let's see. His holly is what color? What did I use? The dark one, the dark green. And then his sentiment is cheer to the last year. So I'm just popping out everything that was used for the tag, and it's all going to be transferred onto a card. So the card kits are different from Paper Pumpkin. Card kits, you do not need a subscription, and so you'll be able to order this. It is $14 and it is available right now. I missed out last year, and well, I didn't really miss out. I purposely did not purchase it because I'm not a fan of nutcrackers. They just creep me out. Nutcrackers, clowns, and gnomes. But Stampin' Up! Has helped me because some of the gnomes here that we have our in our stock have been Easter gnomes, Christmas gnomes, and they're cute gnomes, not those scary garden gnomes. So, okay, next up, you're gonna need a card matting to go on the inside, and that is gonna be measured 4 by 5 1/4. So that's going to go on the inside. And then let's just put everything else in here, and then we'll get to putting the cards together once we're done. Okay, so I'm kind of doing everything all backwards. What you need are your card bases, cut and scored. Here, let's do this. So you start with the 8.5 by 11. I'm doing 2 cards with this background color. So I'm going to score the long way at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to cut it in half, turn it and cut it at 5 1/2. And then I have my card bases. Okay, so that's how I did the other 2. Okay, so let's get this guy together because he does need the Poppy Parade behind him. Like I said, you can do any color you want. Look on the back of the kit or look at your colors, and you can coordinate and make your card. So I chose Poppy Parade for this guy. And then I have my matting goes in here. And then his image goes here. And what did he say? For you. So he gets that one. Okay. Next up, Granny Apple Green. Granny Apple Green is going to get its matting for the inside. And then he is this guy here. And I think I forgot to put the holly in this guy. I'll get that in a minute. So here is the next one I'm working on. He's going to be right there. This girl will be last. We need his outfit and his tag. His tag is the Granny Apple Green one. And then he's got the little hat here and the mustache. Okay. And then his holly is the light green. Okay, last up is another Poppy Parade color. We're gonna do the matting for the inside. I'm just putting all my, basically building like a card kit. Okay, there's the girl, and here's her banner, and here's her hat, and her boots. Okay, I'm gonna have to trim something here because when I pulled it, it came out kind of little piece. And she gets what is hers? Sending Joy. Sending Joy. He has Believe and Believe, and then Cheer for the New Year is, no, that one's for you. Oh, that one has one. I didn't put it, I think I didn't put it in the first one. Yeah, Cheers to Last the Year. That one. Okay, so, oh, I have 2 more hollies. Let me see, this one can go there. And I want to say this one goes here. The way you can match them up is by looking at your directions. And flip this open and it will tell you who gets what. So that guy there is this color with that color holly. That guy gets this with that. and all of his little dressings, his uniform, and she gets this one with that. I'm omitting the twine out of this one. I know I used them for the gift tags that were made. That's a different video. But I'll use it on another project. So the die cuts are really easy. You just pop them out as you saw me do. The kits make it really easy to do. So let's get started. So what I'm using are my scissors, a bone folder. I have some tape. The kit comes with small dimensionals. I have some left over, so I'm gonna pop these in there. I have some adhesive dots, and another thing I did was run through a die cut machine for the front. I used I think it's the raindrops. I couldn't find my snowflakes, so I just ran them through to save time on the video, and it's the raindrop embossing folder. I just thought it looked cute. And then as I was looking at it, I was thinking, you know what? This would be cute for some strawberries too, because it looks like little seeds on the outside. So let's get started. I had some large, here they are, large dimensionals. I'm going to use some of those too. All right, number 1. Let's put everything we need for her outside, and we're going to put the background on. Now if you want to make the tags, by all means go ahead and make the tags. I'm not gonna, not gonna stop you. This is just an alternate idea because I probably use the cards more. I am, like I said, I'm not a fan of the Nutcrackers. I grew up watching Broadway shows and stage productions and all. And one thing that I have never seen, this is upside down. One thing that I have never seen is the Nutcracker. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to watch it now that I'm older. I doubt it. Let's get this off real quick, otherwise it's gonna set. Yeah, it's okay. All right, let's add a little more adhesive. Pay attention to the way your raindrops are falling, and you won't do what I did. Okay, now I got double tape, double trouble. Okay, so you're gonna put this centered with a little bit of your card base showing. Make a little frame and put that on there. Now, with it being originally for tags, I'm gonna cut off these little loops that are here. This one I'm gonna cut straight, and this one I'm gonna go kind of around. And still keep the shape of the hat. Looks like a little tiny sliver. I might do just a little nail file on there, I don't know. But, yep, that'll do. Okay, so we have that one and this one. So we're going to take the banner, and I'm just going to line it up with the top of the white, not the top of the card. Just going to line it up there about a little less than a ½ inch from the edge. And then I'm going to take her. Before I put her together, I'm going to dress her up. This is the fun part. It takes me back to when I had little paper dolls as a kid. So this is where I'm going to use the larger embellishment, the larger dimensionals. You could do 2 on here if you want. I'm just going to use 1. Put it in the center. And we got her boots with the fur. And it's just going to go over the image. Easy peasy. And then this one, her hat is already embossed with the gold. It's going to go over the existing image. And we're going to give her a 3D hat. Okay? Now, because she's got dimensionals, I am not going to stick her on with more dimensionals, because if this gets mailed, then we're going to run into extra postage. We're going to run into possibly getting damaged and all of that. I'm just going to put it a little bit off to the side. And then let's add her sending joy. That I might pop up. So I can do that. Okay, I'll put one there, and then I am going to put some on the bottom here, and one little guy on the opposite side. And then we just peel these off, and then we're going to stick it to the right side of the little paper doll. Okay, oh, that needs to come off. Okay, so basically what you're doing is what was layered is just spread out. Okay, so I might add some little gems here, or I don't know yet. So the inside has that matting that we cut 4 by 5 1/4, which will fit with the little framing. And you just put it there in the center. Now what I did with the holly, I'm going to add some adhesive to the back side. And I'm just going to put it in here just to give some color to the inside of the card, because I don't have a stamp for it. And there you go. So you're just going to do this to all of the other cards. So let's do card number 2. So now that you know what's on the inside, let's go ahead and get this guy done. I will say this is some sticky tape. Okay, and let's go ahead and do the holly since we're here. These are really easy. I mean, if you've done the tags, all you need is a card base and some matting. That's all you need. Okay, so let's do the front. This one, we have to cut this guy here. I mean, literally, these can be done in like minutes. It helps if you have everything pre-cut. Maybe one day you could just pre-cut everything, get it ready, and then the next day is assembly day. And then you've got everything done. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to put the matting on first, right? So, all right, let's try this. And if I could find my snowflakes, I think that would be much cuter. I did have paper, but I didn't want to just do like a designed paper. I wanted some texture, so that's why I chose just to do a white background on this one. You can even do like circles in the back or an arch in the back. That way it looks like he's in one of those, his little house. Okay, this is done. So let's put that there. And then he's cut. So we are going to put him flat. Before we do that, let's get him dressed up. He needs a beard and he needs a hat. Yeah, I think building these is kind of helping me with my fear. But the thing is too, these guys don't have those scary teeth. Ugh, gosh, it's horrible. The kit that I'm working with comes in different languages that you can add right here. So English is what I'm using. There is French and Italian. I'm sorry, French, Dutch, and German. Not Italian. So French, Dutch, and German. And I believe the Nutcracker originated in Germany. I don't know. I'll have to research again. Pretty sure that's what I remember. Okay, so we're not gonna dimension him, only his hat and beard. And then let's add him off to the side. Now I'm not having any white show between him and the banner, but I'm putting him right to where the banner would, you know, end. Whoops. And then let's put on his little greeting, and his says "for you." You know, if you did a tag and then you did a card, you could use it like as a gift. You know, put the tag on the gift bag and then put the card inside. So there we go, for you, and sending joy. And let's see who else we're going to be working with now. So we've got the Granny Apple Green card base coming up, and let's do the inside first with that piece of holly. The holly is optional. If you want to put the holly on the outside, incorporate it into the design, go ahead. If you want to still cut your twine and add it to the inside, that's fine. You could like wrap it around it, make a little bow. You know, there's no real rule to this. You don't even have to make the card. You could just make all tags if you want. So let's finish the inside here. And this isn't gonna work. You can use liquid glue on this, just don't put too much. And you can use tape runner, you can use tear and tape, you can use glue dots. I'm just using the same old thing on all of them. It does come with a smaller set of glue dots, probably like, you know, half of that. And then, like I said, it comes with a small set of the dimensionals, but I'm using what's already open before I open up another pack. You're going to get a lot of adhesive, a lot of twine when you purchase these card kits. Okay. Oh, I gotta put that matting on. I keep forgetting. What the heck? What is going on? So when you're putting on your matting, make sure you put your tape on the right side and make sure whatever pattern is on there is going in the direction you want it to go. So, you know, these, I'm thinking I'm going to make them a little different because I did them on the other cards. So I do need this guy here. Let's put him on right now. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do that's different with him. So let's get him dressed first. This one I'll use a large dimensional. And then on his mustache, I'm going to use two little dimensionals because they fit better. If I only had the large ones, then I would probably cut a side of the dimensional out, but I have enough here. So I should be using my pick tool with this, but I'm not. These are my scissors that pretty much go through everything. I have scissors for fussy cutting, for the paper. I have a set for the ribbon, for the string, and then I have these that I've used with glue, paper that has adhesive on the back. Yeah, it's been through the ringer, but it's my craft room and it's my rolls. But I know which one is to use for what because I have it marked, and that tells me. Okay, this one here, you want to put his mustache on following this design here, and his little rosy cheeks will still show. There he is. So those, everybody only has two pieces. The girl has the boots, everybody else just has facial hair and their little hat. Now this one's going to be different. I'm going to dimensional him, and you know what, let's use the side of this one. Use everything you have when you're using your dimensionals. Just because they're gone, I still have some, but just because they're gone, those on the frame still work. They're adhesive. You can cut them, you can use them long way, you can, you know, use them. Don't waste it. And then let's see, and this one I'm gonna cut a few off here. That might fit. Okay. Oh, goodness, everything is sticking to me. Okay, so this one I'm going to do a little different. The other ones, I put it, you know, a little bit of offset off of the banner. This one, I'm going to put him on the opposite side, but centered. And he's still going to be a little bit away, so there is white framing. And then let's put him there. And then his is Believe. I'm going to put this, I'm going to put one adhesive, I'm sorry, one dimensional, maybe two, but enough to put it on this side. The rest will be flat going toward his body. So I'm just going to do a little tiny little run. Oh, nothing came out of there. Okay, so this side has dimensionals, this side is flat. Because he's on dimensionals, this will even out. So let's put him like that. I like that. All right, so that's a different way of doing them, where he's not directly near the banner, but he's just standing next to it. I like that. So let's do that for our last one. Okay. First things first, get that matting in there. You could do the matting last, but because it's here, I'm just going to get it over with. You know, someone asked me, how soon do I start Christmas cards? I start them right after Christmas. It's a never ending. Again, this kit is available right now. What month are we in? August 2026. It is available right now through Stampin' Up. It is $14, and you can make 12 tags or 12 cards. You can do a combo of everything. So if you have a Stampin' Up rep, Stampin' Up demonstrator, sorry, please contact them. They would appreciate it. If you don't have one, you can look up my site, and I would love to work with you and, you know, share more ideas. Let's see. I'm doing things a little different on this guy here because it's starting to run out, and I don't want to take the time to look for another set that's running out. So I think this should do it. Look at all that. Nobody knows all your little leftovers are in the back there. They're just going to open this card and go, wow, it's so beautiful. This one I'm going to do on the side as well. Oh, I forgot to dress him first. Okay. Let's do that. I got one little guy here. And then I have his beard here. I think a big one fits. Pretty sure, yeah. And then peel that off. Oh, I gotta look at this real closely. He's got the little rosy cheeks too. So there he is. I like the glitter. His little greeting is cheer to last the year. So we're gonna cover part of the banner and bring that over on the top of the drum. Again, whoop, this gets a dimension. So we're gonna do the dimension right there, and put the dimension. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut something off over here because it's a little bit too long. Sorry about that. Okay, so again on this one, part of it will have the dimension, the other part will have just the adhesive, because that's what's going to stick to the top of him with the adhesive, and it's going to even out with the height. Otherwise you're going to be all lopsided. And then what I didn't do was put the holly on the inside of the card. And my tape's not running. It's brand new. Oh, there's some on my finger. I could put that there. Okay, good enough. All right, we are done. 4 cards. All right, we have the Cheer to Last the Year, the For You, the Believe, and my little girl, Sending Joy. Each of them has the inside with the holly, and then each of them has the matting. This one I used raindrops because I couldn't find my snowflakes. So I'll make some more. And here's the other ones I had made. Same thing. So thanks for watching, and I hope you get the kit. Enjoy it.